Hi guys, my name is Yassin. I'm a student at the University of Ottawa, and today we'll be learning about Python, but more especially how to create a Morse code translator in Python. But before we start, we need to understand two main subjects. So the encryption algorithm and the decryption algorithm, because it's very used in this part of the code that we need to do today for the Morse code. So encryption, it's where we extract each character from a word one at a time and match it with its corresponding Morse code stored in whichever data structures we have chosen. So, for example, if we are coding in Python, dictionaries can turn out to be very useful in this case. And to store the Morse code in a variable that will contain our encoded string, and then we add a space to our string that will contain the result. So, while encoding in Morse code, we need to add one space between every character and two consecutive spaces between every word. So, and if the character is a space, then add another space to the variable containing the result. So, we repeat the process till we traverse the whole string. So, this is all about the encryption algorithm. And now, about the decryption algorithm, we start by adding a space at the end of the string to be decoded. Now we keep extracting characters from the string till we are not getting any spaces. So as soon as we get a space, we look up to the corresponding English language character to the extract sequence of characters and add it to the variable that will store the result. So remember, keeping track of the space is the most important part of the decryption process. So as soon as we get two consecutive spaces, we will add another space to our variable containing the decoded string. So the last space at the end of the string will help us to identify the last sequence of Morse code character and start copy paste. Okay. Okay. So copy paste. So this is your Morse code dictionary, so no need to remember all of it, so I can write it here. Dictionary Morse chart. Okay, so this is our dictionary for the Morse code. So afterwards we need to implement a function. So the first function that we need to do is for the encryption. So we need to do a function to encrypt the string according to the Morse code chart. Okay, so the function will be def encrypt whatever message. Okay, so here we have cipher. Okay, so here's cipher. I'm just going to use it. Cipher it's like a variable where we're going to store the Morse translated form of the English string. Okay, so I think I'm going to write it on top. What is this? Okay, so variable cipher. So it stores the Morse translated form of the English string. Okay, So this is the first step that we need to do. After that, we need to. After that, we need to implement a loop. So the loop will be for letter in message. So here I didn't told you about the message. So the message here is a variable where we're going to store the string to be encoded or decoded. So here message will be a variable where we can store the string to be encoded or decoded. Okay. So after that, we did a loop, and we're going to say a condition if letter is different to something. I'll say cipher. Cipher is plus equal to Morse code dictionary in letter plus okay. So here what is going to do is I'm just going to okay. So here what it's going to do is so it's going to look up at the dictionary. So the dictionary is over here, and add the corresponding Morse code. So along with the space to separate, and Morse code for different characters for this thing. Okay. After that, we need to do another condition for the else. So else cipher is plus equal to something. So the plus equal over here, it's same thing as cipher okay. It's same thing as cipher plus this thing. So it's the same thing, but I think I prefer like with this thing, okay? And after that, we need to return. So return cipher. After every function that we did, we need to return something. So we return cipher over here. So this is our function for the encryption. And right now we're going to do a function for the decryption. So just before, we're going to write over here function to encrypt the string according to the Morse code short. Okay. So after that, we need to do a function for the decryption. So the decryption will be def. We'll name it decrypt message. Okay. So we'll name it so message is equal plus equal to something, so like this. So here is our function. So the function. So here, what it's going to do is so there's like an extra step, extra space added at the end to access the last Morse code in this case. And here we have we'll set another variable named decipher. It will be like this. So decipher. So over here, decipher is like a variable where we're going to stores the English translated form of the Morse string. Okay, so we're going to over here. Okay, so decipher. This is like this I, not I. Okay, so decipher is so stores the English translated form of the Morse string. Okay. So after that, we need to set another variable called sidetext. So the same thing, it will be like this, and we need to do a loop for letter in message. Okay, so we'll do a condition. So if letter is different to something, like this. Okay, so here it's like a condition that it will check for any space in the message. So over here we'll say I is equal to 0. So I is like a counter to keep track of space, and I it's like it's keep count of the space between Morse characters. Okay, so over here I will make like a distorted variable key. So I so it keeps count of the spaces between Morse characters. Okay. After that, we need to say that site is plus equal to letter. So right now it's storing Morse code of a single character, and right now we need to do for else. So this is like an in case of space. So in case we have a space in a message, we need to do I plus equal to 1. So if I equal to 1, that indicates a new character. Oh, sorry. Okay. So if I is equal to 2, well, why are we checking for I equal to 2? Because if I equal to 2, it indicates that is a new word. Okay, so we're going to say decipher is plus equal to string something. So we'll be adding space to separate the two different words, and after that we need to do a space else. Sorry, else, and it will be decipher is plus plus equal to list Morse code dot keys key, and after that we'll say list Morse code dictionary dot values, okay, and dot index dot citex. Okay, and plus after that site text is equal to the string. Okay. So what I did right now is for the else is like it's accessing the keys using their values. So it's like a reverse of the encryption right now. And right now what we did is like a list. It's accessing every key and it's going to a list to check any values of the index. Okay. And after that, what we need to do, so for every function we need to return something, so we're going to return the cipher. Okay. So this is a function, we'll call it function. Okay, function to decrypt the string from Morse to English. Okay. So we added like two functions, and right now we need to add another function. So this function will be def get user input, and it will be input type. Okay. Type. Okay. So here it's a function that we need to. So for example, I'm a user and I need like to input something, so for example, if I say I enter like for example test, it will return like the Morse code for this text. Okay, so we need to do print Morse code dictionary, so to print like the whole Morse code dictionary. So text, we need to set a variable text like this, and if, so this is like a condition, if input is equal to 1, text is equal to a phrase, or else its text is equal to Morse code. Okay, and we're going to return input enter comma text okay. So this is like for the input that we need to enter something for text to be translated to the Morse code. Okay, and finally we need to add another function to called main. So this is like a function just to run the program. Okay, so def main is like this. So while it's a loop. So while true. So we're going to print. So for the first one, 1. One. English Morse code. This So in the second it will be 2 Morse code to English. The third one the third one will be 3 like that. So we have just three what do you call them? 3 conditions. So either it's English to Morse code, either it's Morse code to English, or either none of them. So we exit the main program. Okay. So input type. So the input type, it's what we defined before in the other function before. So input type will be equal to int input. So it will be like this. So if input type is equal to 3, break. So the break here, it means that we're not continuing like to run the program. So it will just like stop the whole program. And over here, message is equal to get user input type. So the get user input in the functions that we just implemented just before over here. So if input is equal to 1, result is encrypt. So the result is just the variables that we defined right now. So encrypt message dot upper, and running print result, or elif input type is equal to 2, result is equal to decrypt message print result. So this is like for the main program, and what we need to do right now is to execute the main function. So to execute the main function, we need to do something like this. If name is equal to main, because our main function is called main. So here it will say main over here to run the program. So this is our code over here. I'm just going to name this function something. So this is hard coded driver function to run the program, and over here it will be to execute the main program. Okay, so this is our final code. So we're not going to run to see if there is no errors. Okay, so this is an error line 72. type input. Yes, we see something. Okay, I know why. And add this. Okay, I think I know too hard. Okay, so wait, no percentage says a general. Normally it's need to do a function right now. I think there's something over here. I think I just messed up something over here. No. Morse code. No. Different code too. No. There's no problem over here. This process is important. White screen. There's something very weird. It's bizarre. Okay, I'm just going to see for last time. Okay, so we did the def name. This one here. This to be like this. Oh. Okay, def. Okay, I'm thinking. I think that doesn't need to be like this. Sometimes. I think it's this. No, it's this. Left and right. No. 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 If name. Oh, okay.